Going full-time with my business has been one of the best decisions that I have ever decided to make. It's something that I've wanted to do for the last 10 years and I still can't believe today I actually managed to achieve it. However, even in just the 3 short months of working for myself, I have encountered some things and realizations that I never even thought about before making that decision, and that's something that I wanted to share with you guys today. Okay, so just a quick 20-second backstory. My name is Christos. I am an entrepreneur and investor, and recently I have just quit my full-time job as a software engineer to run my e-commerce business, YouTube channel and investment streams full-time. And I'm simply just here making this video to share my own personal experiences of transitioning over from working a day job to full-time entrepreneurship, and actually share some of my initial thoughts on how it's gone so far. So here's a couple of points and let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I really want to talk about, which has kind of been my biggest shock so far, and that has been my productivity. And whilst it hasn't been terrible, it hasn't exactly been what I was expecting. So basically, when I was in my full-time job, working on my business in the evening, I used to say to myself every single day without fail, if I can achieve this in my spare time, imagine what I can actually do when I have all the time in the world. And the reality is, right now, I actually haven't done much more than what I would do if I was working a full-time job. And I guess whilst this doesn't exactly sound too inspiring, there is actually a really positive twist to everything, and that is basically when I was cramming everything in with my full-time job and just my own personal life and working till the early hours of every single day without fail, whether it was the weekday or the weekend, my health and quality of life suffered massively. I used to feel rushed every waking moment. I used to feel like I was always playing catch up with my business, and I never felt that I was achieving my full potential. Whereas now I'm still getting lots done, but it's just spread out throughout the day without too much pressure to actually deliver, which I actually really like, but it just wasn't exactly how I expected it to go. Alright, so moving on to the next thing, and this is something I've really struggled with a lot actually, and that is managing my emotions as an entrepreneur. And basically the best way that I can explain this is, currently right now I either feel like I am having the best day ever of my entire life and everything is going well for me, or it's going to be the worst day and I just want to give up. Now, for example, back in January when my e-com sales dropped, as they naturally would after Christmas, I was really worried about it way much more than I was the year before, despite making almost double this year than last year. However, on the other side of the coin, I released a YouTube video that week that did really well, and all of a sudden I was getting ready to have to deal with paparazzi because I thought I had made it. Those kind of things I feel like when I had a job didn't have as much of an impact because I knew I didn't have to rely on it for my full-time income. But yeah, that's just something that I've been struggling with, and I know that it's going to get better over time as my expectations kind of continue to level out and stuff like that, and I become more used to the ups and downs of general entrepreneurship. Now, the next thing that I want to actually share is something extremely positive, and that is how much I have actually enjoyed the freedom of working for myself and not having anyone tell me what to do. Now, of course, this is something that I was expecting from the start, but never ever did I feel like it would be the way that it is and the way that I appreciate it like I actually do. And you never actually know, this could actually be a big playing factor as to why my emotions might be high on the previous point, because I've realized now how great living this free life is, and I know I never want to go back to what I was doing before. But yes, the freedom aspect, being able to wake up when you want, work on what you want, just simply doing anything you want on your terms has been absolutely amazing and something I don't think I will ever get bored of. Next up, and this one might be because of the business that I do or the industry that I'm working in, which is e-commerce and digital marketing, there really isn't such thing as a weekend anymore. Now, it all just seems to be blurred into one, maybe Monday to Saturday, because one thing I have managed to do is keep Sundays to my kind of dedicated day off. I like to go on a long dog walk and watch some Netflix and stuff like that, and that feels like I'm not doing much apart from maybe answering a couple of social media posts or DMs and stuff like that. But apart from that, it doesn't really feel that I have a structured week anymore because I have nowhere to be or no one to answer to, which is really good in one point, but also something that you have to be really careful with because you could get really complacent and this could really affect your productivity. Now, one thing that I was saying, it could be a massive positive because a lot of people always talk about the Monday blues, or maybe they're getting sad on a Sunday night because they know they have work the next day. I personally think if you have quit your job to run a business or start something that you're extremely passionate about, there shouldn't be such thing as a Monday blues or thank God it's Friday or hump day or anything like that, because every day should be a great day because you're doing what you enjoy. But yeah, just a couple of really positive things there that have really improved my quality of life and kind of what I expected when moving into full-time entrepreneurship. But also at the same time, there's a couple of things that I really need to admit that I do need to work on as well. I hope this video was either valuable or it related with you in any kind of way. If it was, I would really appreciate you leaving me a like and commenting on the video. That really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.